boys and girls. Did you get to join us last week when we were reading about how to babysit for Grandma? That was very silly, wasn't it? But you know what? I got to thinking, we can't forget about Grandpa. So I went on a little search and look what I found. How to babysit Grandpa. Do you think that you would do different things with Grandpa than you do with Grandma? Maybe. Grandpas like to do special things. Grandmas like their special things. Shall we find out what we can do if we're going to babysit Grandpa? There we go again, thinking that we're going to babysit them. They'll be very surprised. And our author again is Jean Reagan, and it's illustrated by Lee Wildish. Oh my goodness. Look at all the things we can do with Grandpa. What fun. Oh, I can't wait to see. Remember all the fun things we did with Grandma? We were trying on shoes, and we dressed as twins, and we did some food, and we went to the park. Well, let's find out. Oh, here comes Grandpa. He's ready to ring the doorbell. Babysitting a grandpa is fun, if you know how. When your grandpa rings the doorbell, what should you do? Hide. You think he'll have fun finding you? You might wiggle and want to giggle, but don't yell, "Grandpa, not yet." Shh. How to stay quiet. You could pretend that you're a shark waiting for lunch. Or you could act like a pirate spy. You could be as still as a lion statue, and as soon as your grandpa says, "I give up," pop out and shout, "Here I am." You were behind the chair the whole time, weren't you? Oh, Grandpa liked that. When Mom and Dad leave, pat your grandpa's hand and say, "Don't worry, they'll always come back." Then right away, ask him if he's hungry. Some good ideas of snacks for Grandpa. Ice cream topped with cookies, olives served on your fingertips, anything dipped in ketchup, and cookies topped with ice cream. Wow, that's quite a selection on that menu, isn't it? You see all the olives on their fingers? Did you ever do that? They fit right on there. Or bugles too. You can make witches' fingernails. Here's the ice cream with the cookies on top. Here's the cookies with the ice cream on top, and ketchup. Oh, ketchup on everything. Do you like ketchup? I know a lot of boys and girls do. After snacks, it's time to take a walk with Grandpa. When it's cold, bundle up. And when it's sunny, sunscreen up, especially the top of his head. Some grandpas don't have a lot of hair on top, so we got to put a little sunscreen up there. Remember, grab his hand when you cross the street and remind him we have to look both ways. What to do when you're on a walk with Grandpa? You could step over the sidewalk cracks. You could look for lizards and cool rocks and dandelion puffs. And if there's a puddle or a sprinkler, show him what to do. Splish and splash with him. Oh, that's always fun to do, isn't it? Just like our rain boots that we read a few weeks ago. Then when you're back at home, have him shut his eyes while you get ready, and then how to entertain Grandpa. You could somersault across the room. You could put on a scary play. You could show off your muscles. And you may want to have some extra tricks because Grandpa's always clap more. Grandpa's so happy to be watching that very special entertainment that you're doing. Pretty soon he'll want to join in the fun, so play with your grandpa too. Now, how to play with him? Well, you could march with your drum, give him a kazoo. You could build a pirate cave, make sure you both can fit in it, and watch out for sharks in the water. Don't let your feet touch the floor. Look at, they both have their feet up. They're pretending there's sharks down there. Did you ever try that? That's a fun game to play. When Grandpa says, nap time, it's time for his nap. And the best way to put him to sleep is to have him read a long book over and over and over, and Grandpa fell asleep. And even if you're sleepy too, babysitters have to stay awake. While he naps, draw some pictures for his fridge. What you could draw, ooh, a pirate shark battle, your favorite dinosaur, or you and your grandpa splashing in a puddle. Then, Grandpa's still snoozing. Wake up, Grandpa, and you might want to try lifting him with all your muscles, tickling his nose and his toes, or singing on top of old Smoky, and then get louder and louder and louder, and then finally Grandpa wakes up from his nap. He was sound asleep, wasn't he? Now ask, will Mom and Dad be home soon? Your grandpa will look at the clock and say, yikes, soon, very soon. Good babysitters can't leave messes, so turn on some bouncy music and get to work. Think they're going to clean up now? Yeah, babysitters always help you to do that when the fun is done. Got to get everything put away. When you hear your mom and dad, grab your grandpa's hand and pull him behind the couch and show him how to be quiet. Whisper, see, Grandpa, they always come back. They're going to play hide and seek just like he did at the beginning of our story, and Mom and Dad will be so very surprised to see both of you. Now comes the hard part again, the goodbye. How would you say goodbye to Grandpa? Surprise him with that picture you drew. Give him a hug and a kiss and a hug and a kiss and a hug and a kiss, and say, when can I babysit you again? Because you had so much fun. Look at, there's that last hug. So remember, boys and girls, when you have a chance to be with Grandma and Grandpa and they babysit you, or maybe you're going to babysit them now, you'll have lots of ideas that you can share with them about some fun things that you all can do. So give your love to Grandmas and Grandpas. Always give them a hug and a kiss, because they love that. I know I sure do. And until then, I'll see you next time. Bye, boys and girls.